What's good, YouTube? Stolen Shade here. Welcome to the channel. This video is going to be about streamer tips. I did make another video talking about if you're interested in becoming a streamer, different softwares that you can use, my thoughts on the different platforms of where you can stream, so YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Gaming. Well, forget that last one. No shade there. Well, my name is Stolen Shade. If you want to be a successful content creator, here's some of the things that you need to think about. Are you entertaining to watch? Are you really good at the game? Or are you really knowledgeable? Those three things, if you have one, or you have multiple, or some varying degrees of those, you're going to be successful. So, kudos to you. Pat yourself on the back. Woohoo! Yay! Anywho, so what I would suggest for most content creators, and where I see a lot of people fail, is creating content. Like, you want to be a content creator. You want to live stream, but you don't want to make clips on TikTok. You don't want to make YouTube shorts. You don't want to post on Instagram. Well, that is the work that people are doing. Like, the most successful streamers, the top 1% and above, what those people are doing is that they're putting their content out there, and they are pushing their socials during their streams. I do the same thing. I recommend people to go, hey, do you use Twitter? You see what I'm getting at? You should go follow me on Twitter. That'd be dope. That'd be sick. We could just end the video right here. Just go follow me on Twitter. All right, see you guys. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm playing. But dude, seriously, go follow me on Twitter. I post all kinds of different stuff. I guarantee to make you laugh, cry, or unfollow me. Guaranteed. Or your money back. I mean, it's free to follow, but a few other really important ones most streamers talk about, so I'm not going to delve too deep into them, but audio is extremely important. Audio might be the most important thing that you have, because when you're talking and engaging, and to stop the awkward silences of people just sitting there and you not doing anything, in the middle of a load screen, audio is that filler. So audio, super important. If you're gonna spend money, which I would highly recommend you not spending thousands of dollars unless you have it, and that's a mistake a lot of people make. They spend way too much money on a setup that they don't necessarily need. Do it incrementally. Unless you have the money, then you do your thing, because you obviously have the money to blow. But if you don't have the money to blow, your microphone is the most important thing you could do. So I would recommend a Blue Yeti Snowball, the Elgato Wave Mic. Those are all great mics, and I'll have them in the description. The other thing that you should have is a camera. You don't have to have the camera. The mic is more important. Audio literally trumps everything. But I highly recommend having a camera, because then it separates you from the people that do not. And there is a lot of streamers that do not have a camera. Now, some people are... Not to say that you can't be successful without a camera, but, I usually click on a stream because the person looks like me, or they look interesting, or they look like they like the same kind of stuff that I do. That's what would get me to click on them. Another thing you can do to separate your stream from others is to actually put in some work customizing your Twitch page. So right now we're looking at mine. I have a profile pic of me. I would recommend a profile pic of yourself as opposed to your logo, just personally, because I have more chances of clicking on a person. Just a thought. The banner and having it simple up top there, simple, clean, that's my logo. I have a channel trailer welcoming new viewers to the channel, kind of talking about what I play, what I do, who I am, and, have a little bit of an about. I have the Twitch team that I'm a part of, which is the Unwanted Tribe. We are a gamer community and eSports organization. If you want more info in that, I'll have it in the description so you guys can join. Everybody is welcome. We literally want to see as many people succeed as possible. So if your dreams are in eSports, if they're in content creation, if they are in just, I want to have people to play with because I'm tired of solo queuing because it sucks, we got you, fam. So we'll go down here. I recommend having all of your panels be similar. I had a graphic designer do all of my work for me. He did my YouTube, he did my Twitter, and he did all my panels as well for Twitch, as well as this banner. So You know, it keeps it uniform because it really separates, like, it separates you from others because of the professionalism. Like, you look at this, or at least I do. I look at other creators and I see, like, okay, look, they put some work into their page. Not to say you have to have all this different stuff, but, you know, while I'm streaming, I like to have some stuff that my viewers can go through, read, look at, so they're not just kind of like sitting there. Cross promote your stuff. So be posting it on TikTok. Post your game clips on Instagram. Post your game clips on Twitter. Don't post every single, please. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh. Please don't post every single TikTok that you make on all your platforms. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you have a video that did really well, then you post it on another platform. Like, what's interesting is that I've noticed, and like I'll go into like the secrets that I know. Ooh, secret. So some of the things that I found is that TikTok, as of today, as of October 1st, does not promote streamers like it because there's so many people on the platform now, like it did a year ago when I started streaming. So I've been streaming for a year and 6 months-ish, somewhere around that. I honestly don't even remember. But basically, it's not promoting streamers like it used to. So with that being said, because there's so many people on the platform, it's oversaturated. It's kind of what's happening to Twitch right now. It's just oversaturated. There are millions of streamers and there are millions of viewers, but like if there's millions of streamers, or, you know, like if there's 60,000 live streams, how do you stand out? Well, you stand out by bringing people from another platform to the platform you're on. See what I'm getting at? That promotion thing. Like, you have to be creating content that you can use in other places. Like, step out of your comfort zone, make some TikToks. Feel free to post those on YouTube. Feel free to post those on Instagram. But, like, don't overdo it. Because the last thing you want to do is have your loyal viewership watching the same video 10 times if they don't want to do it. Because guess what? Like, you can overdo it to somebody. Like, if they see the same video too many times, they're like, oh, I wonder what Stolen Shade's doing on Instagram. I saw this clip on TikTok. He posted it on Facebook too? I'm on Twitter. I can't get away from this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that to happen. So just don't overdo it. But feel free to promote yourself on your other platforms. Like, that's what they're for. Now, this is a streamer tip that I would suggest to you. Be active on at least 2 to 3 social media platforms. I'm not saying you need to have a Twitter, you need to have an Instagram, you need to have a TikTok, you need to have a Facebook, you need to have a Twitch, a YouTube, Facebook gaming, you need to have a business page, you need to have a website. You don't need all of those things in the beginning. But it doesn't hurt to have them if you utilize them. Please don't just post game clips, because guess what? That's what everybody's doing. Stand out, be different. Talk about you. What makes you different from me? And like, it doesn't have to be like anything other than like, you're funny, you're more handsome, or you dance and I don't dance. I don't know. Like, double down on what makes you unique, because I mean, that's what everybody else is doing. That's what you should do. Be you. Don't be someone else. Everybody else is taken. I know it's like it's a cliche thing to say, but like what I did. Here's my advice to you. And thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you. Find a couple creators whose content you really enjoy. Like, up until I started streaming, I didn't really watch a lot of content creators. I watched Tim the Tatman. I watched, Dr. Disrespect, like the big ones. And a couple, like, smaller people that I've found just randomly scrolling, and, emulate some of the stuff you like from their streams. Like, I mean, as far as unique ideas go, they're pretty much all used for the most part. So, like, it's not, like, I'm not saying go and copy everything that Tim does, but take some of the stuff that he does well and, you know, repurpose it for you. Like, you know, he does that bird thing. I mean, I've seen that clip a bunch of times. Like, you know, on my streams, I'll literally Naruto run because I want to stand out. You know, like I want to put myself out there, and you got to put yourself out there. And fun fact, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to come and hang out, like, the link will be in the description. I would appreciate it. If you found value in this video, go ahead and hit that like and consider subscribing. Cool. Making clips. So I'm going to show you where you can do that very easily, because I get a lot of people like, well, I just don't have the time to sit and edit for hours a day. Friend, you can't use that excuse anymore. I'm going to show you a website that you can do it that's super easy. You can literally take clips from twitch.com. So, I mean, you have to go in your video and get the clip. But if you have a stream deck or you have a moderator, which I would highly suggest you getting a moderator. So, like, that should be one of the things. Streamer tip, real quick. Make a friend. Make a friend who will sit and watch your streams and who will clip when you do a great gameplay, when you do something really funny. Like, have a moderator friend. You know, like, you can pay them, you don't have to pay them. Some people want to get paid, some people don't. I'm sure you could, you know, work out some sort of deal where it's like, hey, you watch me, I watch you. I'll watch for clips, you watch for clips. And, like, you know, some sort of, like, build a relationship. Networking is key in content creation. Now, I'm not saying, like, you have to network your butt off all the time. No. All right, friends. Sorry I went off on a little bit of a tangent, but, you know, it's true. Like, you gotta do that. So, all right, we are on the crossclip.com. This is a beta, but it is made, funny enough, it's made by Streamlabs. Y'all know how I feel about them, but this is a great app. So what's cool about this compared to the other website that I used to use, you can create video content from your Twitch clip by literally copying the URL of your Twitch clip. You can take your camera, move it up to the top. You have your video right here. It will then compile the video for you. And then all you have to do is go on the CrossClip app on your phone, download it, and then post it to TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, whatever it may be. So it's that simple. Like, it's freaking awesome. Like, hopefully this is one thing you take away. It will bring your content to the next level. I don't know if these percentages are going to be completely accurate, but just comparing clips from other creators, you doing this one tip will put you probably above like 50% of streamers. Possibly even more than that. Because most people know how to do this, but they still don't do it. Like, they don't take the 2 minutes it takes to do it. And then they wonder why, like, man, you know, I can never get past 2 average viewers, you know. Like, I don't know what I'm not doing. You're not creating content. You're not creating content that makes people... And content, I don't know if cyclical is a good word for it, but basically you want to have a content wheel, okay? And I've talked about this in my TikTok video. If you haven't seen that, if you're trying to grow on TikTok, you should check it out. Your content should make the viewer... You see what I did? I literally just did it. I didn't even mean to do it, but like, your content should get the viewer that's here on TikTok, make them want to go watch you on YouTube. And then your content on YouTube should make them want to go watch you on Twitch or on TikTok. See what I'm getting at? It's like, if you create a content wheel, your viewership will stick around because they want to see the content you're making. You know, like, once somebody sees content from somebody else, if they have a better content wheel than you do, guess what? They're probably not going to come back. Or they may come back and just be like, oh, I'm just curious if, like, you still were doing this, you know? So this is that website. It's free to use. It's great, and I highly recommend it. It's awesome. It's called crossclip.com. Networking is really important. Now, where networking comes in is doing collab streams, having a group of people to play with, which when you're watching a stream and they're talking and having a good time, chances are you'll gravitate towards that stream as opposed to, like, the guy that's just sitting there like, please don't be that guy. Be there, be in your stream, be talking, be engaging, interact with your chat. They're there for interaction. Some are there to just watch, and that's what we would call a lurker, somebody that just wants to watch. But the majority of people who watch a live stream are there because they want to interact with you. Like, they want to interact with you. So interact with your chat. Read your chat. I would recommend look at chat every, 20 seconds, 15 seconds, because you don't want people to come in, say hi, and then wait for 5 minutes. Like, I would leave. I'll leave your stream. I don't care. Like, if I came there to interact with you and I'm not able to interact with you, I'm probably going to leave. Like, you should be, even if you're in the middle of a game, just be like, hey, like, if you're new to the stream, I really appreciate you. It's really, this firefight's getting really intense, so let me finish it and then we'll talk. You know what I mean? Or, like, be talking about, like, what your brain is thinking as the gameplay's happening, so that it's not just the viewer is sitting there like, does this guy even care that I'm watching? Another thing that networking can do for you is it builds a relationship with somebody that you can ask questions and get help. So, like, let's say you don't know how to do something in OBS, but you know that another creator uses OBS. That relationship that you've built, that allows you to ask them questions. They may or may not want to help you. Some people are weird about knowledge, and, like, this could go on a tangent about work and, like, what I've done in my past as far as, like, jobs go. And some people don't want to train other people because they're like, I'll get replaced. And I don't look at it that way, but some people do. So, fair warning on that one. You want to build friendships with people, and you never know, like, where the friendship will go. Like, that may be, like, you may find your ninja to your Tim the Tap Man. You know what I mean? So keep an open mind. Networking's important. I think that what you should do is reach out for creators of similar size. Don't try to reach out to, don't reach out to Tim the Tap Man. He's probably not going to respond. He's probably not going to want to collab with you. So just think about that. Like, there's a reason some creators got to the size they are. And I'm not saying, like, don't reach out to bigger creators, because not everybody is stuck up or a jerk. But just think about that. Like, your business, what does your business gain from helping another business? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that it's all about, like, what can somebody else do for you, but just think about that. Like, that you can't get mad at a creator who's averaging 100 viewers that doesn't want to collab with you if you only average 8. This one, it really bothers a lot of creators. And I'm not going to lie to you. It has bothered me plenty of times. If you don't get bothered by this, then I don't know if you're taking it seriously enough. I don't mean for that to be a jab at anybody. I'm just putting it out there. Turn the viewership number off. A lot of times psychologically it'll mess with you. Like, because even myself, there was, I don't know what it is, but I struggle to get above 30 viewers. And, like, I'm being fully transparent with you guys. Like, concurrent viewers. I'll get, like, a decent bit of views on my TikToks, a decent bit of views on YouTube. But when it comes to my live streams, a lot of people will come and say hi, but, like, won't stay. And Twitch, I feel like, has ingrained it in our brains that, like, we care so much about concurrent viewership that then we take that number and we rate ourselves on, like, well, I'm not a good creator because I can't get 75 people to stay and watch me. Where, like, let's compare YouTube to Twitch really quick. YouTube doesn't care how many concurrent viewers you have. Like, you don't get any benefit of having more concurrent viewers versus less, other than watch time. Watch time is the biggest thing on YouTube because that's what helps with monetization, ads, all that. Whereas on Twitch, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you had, if you had 10 people watch you for 8 hours, Twitch doesn't care. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you had 10 people watching you at once. Whereas on YouTube, I would much rather take 100 people watching me for 10 minutes at a time, even though it ends up being the same thing if I did my math correctly. I may not have. But it's more beneficial to get your stuff in front of more eyes than less eyes. So I don't know why Twitch doesn't have anything in their algorithm of, like, yo, this person, they get a lot of traffic to them. Or maybe they do. Maybe they look at it like they get a lot of traffic, but people don't want to stay. And what Twitch makes you think about is, like, well, am I not good enough? Well, what they're not making you think about is, hey, you know, I have a family, I work a full-time job, I love this creator, but like I'm working right now, so I can't come and watch them when they're live. But I will watch, you know, and it makes you feel some type of way towards your viewer, which like you shouldn't, because that viewer, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, the viewer came to your stream. Like, to say hi, to drop in for a minute, that should mean something. To me, it does. To Twitch, I don't think they care. I don't think it matters to them. So that's frustrating to me. Because impressions is something, oh goodness, he's going to say it. YouTube, they care about impressions. But I don't think Twitch does. I don't know. I don't know their algorithm to speak 100% on it. But it feels that way. And honestly, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's probably a duck, right? So, what you should play on Twitch and what you shouldn't play on Twitch. Because to be honest with you, there's a lot of streamers playing Warzone. There's a lot of streamers playing Apex. And y'all, when there's like 60,000 streamers playing the same game, how the heck is somebody going to find you? Like, even, like, as a perfect example is like, I may know you. I may know your username, and I still can't find you on Twitch. You know what I mean? Like, that's a problem. That is a big problem. If I'm looking for somebody and I cannot find them on Twitch, and I know who I'm looking for, you know, like, imagine how hard it is to find somebody that you weren't looking for specifically. That's a huge problem. So, like, I'm not saying don't stream those games, but also don't beat yourself up when you don't get a lot of new viewers each stream, because your stream is so much lower on the, you know, whole of Twitch that like you might be number 50,000, and how many people are really going on Twitch and scrolling down 50,000 streams? Just nobody. Like, you might get one person that's new each stream, and that's not great. So my suggestion would be like, once you start averaging a decent bit, you will be miles ahead of the content creators who stream to 0 or stream to 1 viewer. So if you're streaming to that or just starting out, Warzone or Apex may not be the way to go. Like, as of October 1st, they're not the way to go if you want to get found. Now, the only part of that where you could argue against it is if you're making content on another platform that drives people to your Twitch channel or your YouTube or your Facebook gaming. But not everybody wants to leave TikTok to go to the other platform. So just fair warning that. Like, I have many friends who have hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok. Me personally, I have 19.2K, which sounds like a lot, but I mean, there's kids with a Fortnite channel where it's just dancing that have 20,000 followers, and like, you know, they don't like it's not even like, to me that's not even content, it's just a Fortnite character dancing, but whatever. That they struggle to, they're not partnered yet. You know what I mean? Like, they don't average 75 viewers on their live streams, even though they have hundreds of thousands of followers. So, you know, you can't directly compare yourself to really anyone unless you are in the same niche, you create the same type of content, you are just very, like, super similar, you know? So just don't beat yourself up. It's okay. It's, like I said, it's okay to compare yourself to others, but, like, just be realistic and, like, don't be super hard on yourself. Remember, streaming and content creation, it's a dream job. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So one of the things you have to do is you have to put more work in than the majority of people doing it. And with so many people doing it, that's why clips, cross promotion, you know, the things that we're talking about in this video, why they matter. Goals, subathons, and stream goals. I know that there's a lot of different things. Actually, I mean, I figured we were creating content, so might as well show you the content creation process. Let me get bigger really quick. Subathons are a great way to incentivize your viewers to spend money, hang out, watch, get to interact with you. But be realistic. This is with all goals when it comes to streaming. Be realistic. You know your size. You kind of know your community. If you don't, maybe now's not the time to do a subathon. If it's your birthday, that's a good time to do it. If there's a goal you're really close to, that's a good time to do it. And speaking on goals, that goes back to your community. Like, if you average, 100 viewers, 500 subs isn't a crazy number. To add a goal directly to Twitch, just follow what I just did. I mean, like, for me, I average anywhere from 150 subs to 300 monthly. And, like, that's my average on, like, if I'm not doing anything, I'm not doing giveaways, which I do happen to do giveaways and all kinds of other, like, events and stuff. But if you don't, just be realistic in the numbers that you're deciding on, because what you don't want to do is, like, dishearten people and have some outlandish goal, like, oh yes, I'm going to give away a gaming PC, but, I need to hit 3,000 subs, and you have, 3 average viewers and 10 subscribers. Like, that's unrealistic. Like, be realistic with these goals. So, when trying to decide that, think about those things. And when I'm talking about streamer goals, think about, like, yes, like we've said before, if you want to be full-time and you want to do content creation full-time, like, you need to make money. So, like, you have some goals in mind. So, like, my personal bills, I would like to make about $2,000 to $3,000 a month, which I don't make. Like, from my current content creation and the level that I've been doing, I don't consistently make that. So, just be realistic in your goals. Like, mine is to continue being a full-time content creator. So that's what I need to pay my bills. Your bills may be different than mine, so just think about that. But also think about the goals that are not monetary. Like, okay, I want to average 5 new followers a week. As you're growing, that's a follower number matters. But, where I've reached, I'm not too worried about follower number. I care more about concurrent viewership and people that are going to come back. I don't necessarily care too much about, like, follower number. And not to say that it's not important, but, like, I don't really do any sort of events based off of follower number anymore. I mean, at 1,000, you could do, like, a subathon. At 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, you know what I mean? 10,000. Those would be big milestones that you hit. And not to say that, like, it's not a milestone to hit 10 average viewers, because it definitely is. But, like I said, don't overdo subathons and have realistic goals. I mean, think about it. You are starting a business. You want to be a profitable business. And these are the things that a business owner has to think about. How do I become profitable? How do I stay profitable? What do I want to see as far as growth goes? So, I wouldn't start out, if I knew what I knew now when I started streaming, I wouldn't start out being like, all right, well, I'm going to hit 75 average viewers in 3 months, because that is a tall order and many don't achieve that. Many don't achieve that ever. And, like, when you set that as your goal, your content changes with that, kind of. Because then you're not really making the content you love making. You are making content that you're just trying to, like, please stay and watch. I need you to stay here. And it's not the same. I felt like I had to throw this one in here. If you're not doing a follower-only night, I mean, honestly, I don't really think of, until you're bigger, don't use follower-only chat, because trying to pigeonhole somebody into making them follow, I don't think that's a great idea. Also, same thing with sub-only. Unless it is a sub-only community night, that's the only time. Same thing, follower-only community night, then that's fine. But, like, for the most part, I don't use either of those. If you made it this far, you're a freaking rock star, and I appreciate you. I hope you found some value in the video. If you enjoyed it, Or if you have your own streamer tips that you'd recommend, please feel free to drop them in the comments. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. I do try to upload weekly, so, consider hanging around. Peace out.